La Asociación de Consumidores de Tecnología presenta el Consumer Electronics Show, CES 2024, en Las Vegas. Un vistazo a lo presentado por el Dr. Roland Busch, director ejecutivo de Siemens, quien demostró tecnología que permite a las marcas líderes mejorar la forma en que vivimos, trabajamos, nos movemos y hacemos.
Let me say it again. The industrial metaverse will redefine reality and transform the everyday for everyone.
When we talk about the industrial metaverse, when we talk about combining the real and the digital world and making those combined worlds accessible to everyone, it's not just about the technology, but it's actually about changing lives. It's actually about changing the world.
Good evening, everyone. Technology. Technology is the most powerful tool humanity has. It got us where we are today, and it will take us where we need to be. And that's exactly what Siemens does and has been doing for almost 2 centuries. We create technology to transform the everyday for everyone. The technology we built is often hidden, but it's literally everywhere, and it's working behind the scenes, helping you, helping our customers, to make buildings safer, more comfortable, more sustainable, to make power grids more reliable and renewable energy more widely available. It's making transportation safer and greener, whether we are talking about your daily commute or a journey to the edge of the atmosphere. It's making healthcare more equitable and the treatment of disease more effective. And it's making factories more efficient and more sustainable. But there's so much more we need to achieve. Mitigating climate change, preserving biodiversity, managing scarce resources, overcoming labor shortages, or producing healthy food for 8 billion people. No one can do that alone, no company, no country. We need everyone to contribute, and there's good news. Something big is changing. 2024 is a turning point. Today, we can build and use technology faster than ever because we can combine the real and the digital worlds. The industrial metaverse. With generative AI and the industrial metaverse, building and using technology is becoming easier and faster. A lot easier and a lot faster. We will be able to accelerate innovation, accelerate sustainability, and accelerate access to new tech. Tonight, I will share my vision for how AI and the industrial metaverse will redefine reality and transform the way we live, work, move, or make. Take a look at our most advanced factories. And we built it twice. Before we poured the first concrete, we simulated the plant with a digital twin. We optimized the building, the factory layout, the process flow, and even the manual work. And once the digital twin was perfect, we built the factory in the real world. And we built it faster than ever. Manufacturing capacity is up 200% compared to previous factories, productivity is up 20%, and energy consumption is down by 20%. So, the building blocks are the digital twin, software-defined automation, data, and AI. And now let's take it one by one. What is a digital twin? Let's look at this airplane. You step on board and you want to be safe, you want to be on time, you want to be comfortable. It can take aircraft companies easily 10 years to create a new plane. That's why they use digital twins for the airplane to accelerate design. They accelerate sustainability by using digital twin simulations to reduce fuel consumption. And they accelerate access to new technology with digital tools and AI that makes it easier for their people to design and build. So, the digital twin is the chief building block of the industrial metaverse. Matters now is, can you actually produce it? And this is where software-defined automation, the second building block of the industrial metaverse, comes in. It is about combining the real and the digital worlds. It's about what happens on production machines, what happens in factories. 1 in 3 factories globally runs on Siemens controllers. These are little boxes with software and hardware in them, like mini brains all around the factory. These mini brains tell the machines what to do. So they synchronize in a beautiful choreography, millisecond by millisecond. These controllers are called PLCs, programmable logical controllers. Here's the issue. Today, PLCs speak industrial programming language. So if you want to talk to them, you need to learn this exotic programming. It's time for a revolution in factories. That's why we are launching the next generation of industrial controllers, virtual PLCs. In a factory for the automaker Audi, we will moving hundreds of PLCs into one rack. Hundreds virtual controllers instead of 100 little boxes. So you can run the small private local cloud from miles away while still fulfilling real-time requirements. You want to ramp up production? A few virtual controllers to be added with a few mouse clicks. Of course, you can't just have good brains, you need to feed them good data too. And that brings me to the third building block of the industrial metaverse: data and AI. Any idea how much data a highly automated factory generates? Well, it's more than 2,000 terabytes per month. That's the equivalent data volume of about 500,000 movies. 500,000 movies every month. And I tell you, no plant manager will ever upload all this data to the cloud. The industrial metaverse, though, is a space where this data becomes information, where raw numbers become actionable insights, with the help of edge devices and AI. Edge devices collect all the information on the shop floor and recognize important patterns. They filter the data and forward only what's important. AI allows you to access all the knowledge in your company so you can better engineer the solutions you need. Generative AI, large language models, let you talk to your machines in natural language as if they were human. A few weeks ago, we announced a great innovation. Together with Microsoft, we have built the Siemens Industrial Copilot. This acts as your programmer and revolutionizes the way you operate your machines. Well, to accelerate the pace of software development across industries, we are continuously expanding our ecosystem. And tonight, I'm proud to announce a new solution we were launching. Together with Amazon Web Services, we will make the power of generative AI accessible to all by integrating it into our low-code development platform, Mendix. Using low-code platforms such as Mendix, anyone can create computer code. No need to spend years learning a programming language. You just drag and drop the elements you need, but integrating AI functionality in your low-code programmed application has remained a challenge. Not anymore. Now, for the first time, you can pick a generative AI model and add it to your application with just a few clicks. So anyone, programmer or not, can enrich your low-code or even no-code apps with AI, making them smarter than ever before. Let's talk more about it with Matt Wood from AWS. How can non-programmers, not software workers, benefit?
Yeah, sure. There's a famous quote from sci-fi author William Gibson that I love. The future is here, it's just not evenly distributed yet. And through this integration between AWS and Mendix, we're bringing the future and making it evenly distributed so that absolutely everybody can take advantage of generative AI. The programming language of the next decade is not going to be the traditional way that we've been writing code. It's just going to be natural language. You're just going to describe what it is that you want the system to do, and it will interpret it automatically. And that's an incredibly democratizing and incredibly exciting opportunity to reinvent every product and process.
Cool. So watch out, Mendix local platform supercharged with AWS AI and generative AI.
Awesome.
Matt.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, if I speak about looking great, the industrial metaverse is using a technology you might recognize from movies like Finding Nemo, right? The company PIXAR, which transformed the way we enjoyed entertainment, did this by creating a 3D standard for movies, which was called USD, the Universal Scene Description. So USD allows engineers and artists to work together to make a movie. Now what happened is PIXAR introduced this standard for movies. Now we are extending it into industry. So I'm very excited to announce that we are joining the Alliance for OpenUSD. You can clap, yes. So the important part is to make this industrial metaverse work, you cannot do it alone. Multiple companies have to work together. So I brought you a couple of other examples. So this is something we've done with NVIDIA. So with NVIDIA, we came up with the capability to build the next BMW plant in the metaverse, in the industrial metaverse first. We work with Microsoft to optimize with AI the factories in terms of better automation. We work with Amazon Web Services to put the data into the cloud and make it more scalable. So you get where I'm going. This is all about collaboration. So tonight, I'm honored to announce a world premiere. It actually involves the company which changed my life when I was 14. A company that made music portable, the Walkman, right? It changed my kid's life also with the PlayStation, and by now most of you know which company it is. Yes, SONY. SONY shares our view that technology powering the gaming industry can be used actually in the industry space too. So together, we're going to take all of you into the industrial metaverse, and to show you on how it's done, let me introduce and welcome our partner from SONY, Yoshinori Matsumoto. Yoshi, can you come in?
It's the tight integration of Sony's hardware and Siemens software that makes this possible, that lets you experience your digital twin in a fully immersive, incredibly natural way. So you can validate your designs faster than ever with far fewer resources. Just like you see here in the cockpit of a Formula One car. Instead of just experimenting with a digital twin of the race car's steering wheel, the design and engineering team at Red Bull Racing experiences the steering wheel in a comprehensive virtual environment in the industrial metaverse. They leverage data from software to place the wheel properly. They interact in real time with CAD data. And then they transport themselves to a virtual racetrack where they can validate visibility, check eye lines, and perfect their work before they launch it in the real world. This is immersive engineering. It is the future of design and manufacturing. It's what will let you step into the industrial metaverse. And it's coming to you exclusively from Siemens and SONY.
Yoshi, that's incredibly cool. It's incredibly powerful. So tell me, why did Sony choose Siemens and why did you go industrial?
This led us to the idea of combining a high-quality head-mounted display and dedicated controllers to make a tool for 3D creators to create more intuitively in an immersive environment. So combining our technology and your expertise, I see great potential to redefine the way how industrial designers and product engineers will create our product we use every day.
Now let's bring somebody out who's actually a member of the team who has been designing for years these championship-winning cars. Rob Gray, if you can come on stage, that would be fantastic. Great to see you, Rob. Look, you saw me and Yoshi on stage with this immersive engineering. We had some Red Bull here. Tell me, how much is it really used?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of early days for us at the moment, I'll be honest. We're really investigating all the applications, getting more and more into it. And I think the first thing we're probably going to use it for is how we communicate between the factory and the track when we want to make changes to the car, and really making sure that the guys building the cars at the track understand what the designers want to happen with the car.
But let's talk about sustainability, because I know that Formula One wants to go to be sustainable by 2030. Can you use these sort of industrial metaverse technologies also to go forward in this direction? What is the plan?
Yeah, sure. And I think it's integral to moving forward to 2030. And you know, for 2030, we're looking at before 2030, we've got new engine regulations coming. So Red Bull developing their own engine, and for the 2026 regulations, the engines will be 50% combustion engine, 50% electrical power, and the fuel that the combustion engines are using is going to be 100% sustainable. And that's going to be across the grid by regulations. That's a big step forward for Formula One. Then back at the factory, well, we're being helped by you guys, being helped by Siemens, thank you. To model all of the power use on the Red Bull campus, understand how that power is best used, make sure we're using it most efficiently. And then we're doing other simple things, eliminating single-use plastics. We're recycling all of our manufacturing waste, reusing heat in the manufacturing process to heat the factory, all that kind of thing.
So is this only be used for race cars and hypercars, or can this be used also in other areas?
No, well, I mean, our division is very much taking the Formula One technology and applying it into other industries and making sure that trickle-down does happen. So at the moment, you can see we're working with the Alinghi Red Bull Racing team on the America's Cup yacht. We're working on MotoGP bikes. We're designing push bikes. There's a whole raft of applications that we're using that Formula One tech for.
And that's important, because this halo effect which you're describing, it sounds like the space industry which we're working in, where from the space industry new applications go to other industries. Teflon, I'm not comparing your car to a Teflon sort of invention, but something of this is happening, and I think this is super important. So let me thank you so much for being here. I don't have to wish you luck because you have the best technology, but still I want him to win the next races. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Rob, it was great for having you.
Thank you.
I love solving problems. That's why I joined Siemens. And that's why I've stayed at Siemens. And that's where I have a chance to solve problems at scale. Together with 320,000 colleagues all over the world. Together with new technologies and generative AI. Together with partners like AWS, Microsoft, Sony, and thousands of big and small companies all over the planet. Together with customers with whom we co-create. And you know what? I hope together with you. Thank you very much.